annals of bodybuilding, there are legends, forged in iron and sweat, whose physiques alone tell a story. But then there are those whose entire lives, their very essence, embody an era. Dave Draper was one such man. Known universally as the Blonde Bomber, he was more than just a magnificent physique. He was the sun-kissed surf rock embodiment of California cool, a living sculpture of muscle and tan, who helped define the golden age of bodybuilding. This is the gripping story of his life, his career, and the vibrant times that shaped and were shaped by Dave Draper. By the early 1960s, Dave had arrived in Los Angeles, and the transformation was almost instantaneous. He hit the beaches of Santa Monica, then later the legendary Gold's Gym in Venice, and quickly became an integral part of a burgeoning movement. This was the golden era, a time when bodybuilding wasn't yet mainstream, but it was electric. The air buzzed with the clanging of weights, the scent of sweat, and the shared ambition of a brotherhood chasing physical perfection. Dave stood out even among giants. His flowing blonde hair, deep tan, and symmetrical aesthetic physique earned him his iconic moniker. He was the perfect blend of power and grace, a living testament to the California dream. He wasn't the biggest, not like a Sergio Oliva, nor the most strategically dominant like Arnold, but his physique was artistic, fluid, and utterly captivating. He was the quintessential all-American physique, approachable yet awe-inspiring. He shared chalk and sweat with legends like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane, Franco Columbu, Toko Mike Mentzer. Each was carving their own niche. But Dave had a unique spirit, laid back, yet intensely dedicated. Dave Draper's approach to training was as unique as his physique. While many of his peers were starting to adopt more specialized splits, Dave remained a proponent of full-body workouts, or at least a highly intuitive system that allowed him to train with incredible frequency and intensity. His philosophy was rooted in listening to the body, an instinctual connection to his muscles that allowed him to push past limits others couldn't comprehend. He believed in working the muscle until it was engorged, pumped, and trembling. He wasn't just lifting weights, he was sculpting. His focus was on the feel of the muscle, the contraction, the stretch, the burn. He was incredibly strong, capable of feats like bench pressing over 500 pounds, but he never chased numbers for their own sake. For Dave, the weight was merely a tool, a means to an aesthetic end. He advocated for compound movements, presses, rows, curls, extensions, performed with conviction and focus. His workouts were long, often spanning several hours, but they moved with a steady, rhythmic intensity. He wasn't rigidly tied to routines. He adapted, he felt, he pushed. This intuitive, almost artistic approach to training set him apart and contributed to his uniquely balanced and pleasing physique. Dave Draper's competitive career saw him rise swiftly through the ranks, quickly becoming one of the sport's most recognized faces. In 1965, he claimed the title of Mr. America, a prestigious win that solidified his status. The following year, he added Mr. World to his growing list of accolades. By 1967, he achieved what many considered the pinnacle, winning Mr. Universe. These victories cemented his place as a top contender, showcasing a physique that was consistently conditioned, symmetrical, and radiating health. Yet despite his immense popularity and undeniable talent, a Mr. Olympia title eluded him. He famously competed in the 1960s, a period dominated by giants like Sergio Oliva and the rising force of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dave's focus was perhaps less on the relentless competitive grind and more on the pure joy of training and the California lifestyle. He found his satisfaction in the process, in the art of building his body, rather than solely on the stage. His competitive presence was marked by a quiet confidence, an effortless charm that endeared him to fans. The appeal of the blonde bomber wasn't confined to the bodybuilding stage. His striking looks and California persona made him a natural fit for Hollywood. Like many bodybuilders of his era, Dave dipped his toes into acting, landing roles in cult classics like Don't Make Waves, 1967, alongside Tony Curtis and Sharon Tate, and Lord Love a Duck, 1966. While his acting career didn't reach the heights of some of his contemporaries, these roles further cemented his pop culture status and brought the world of bodybuilding a touch of mainstream glamour. He was also a prominent figure in the wider empire, gracing countless magazine covers, endorsing supplements, and shaping the aspirational image of the muscle and fitness lifestyle. Dave Draper was, for many, the poster boy for the burgeoning fitness culture, embodying strength, health, and a sun-drenched, aspirational life. But beneath the tan skin and sculpted muscle, the golden era lifestyle had its hidden costs. For many, the boundless freedom and intense pressures led to personal struggles. Dave Draper was no exception. For years, he battled a crippling addiction to alcohol and, at times, drugs. The very intensity that fueled his training also fed a darker side, pushing him into a destructive spiral that threatened to consume everything he had built. It was a quiet battle, fought far from the bright lights of the stage, but by the early 1980s, Dave reached a critical turning point. He chose sobriety. It was perhaps the toughest and most important fight of his life, one that required a different kind of strength, a profound inner fortitude that went beyond mere physical might. He faced his demons head-on, embraced recovery, and found a new purpose in sharing his journey. Dave Draper's decision to get sober was not just a personal victory. It transformed his legacy. He channeled his disciplined nature into becoming a profound writer, a wise mentor, and a respected elder statesman of bodybuilding. His website became a sanctuary for lifters seeking authentic advice, not just on training, but on life itself. His seminal book, Brother Iron, Sister Steel, published in 2001, became a classic. It wasn't just a training manual. It was a philosophical exploration of the iron game, woven with personal anecdotes, hard-won wisdom, and a deep understanding of the human spirit. He wrote about the mental and spiritual aspects of training, the importance of consistency, the joy of the struggle, and the humility that the weights can teach. He became a beacon for those navigating their own challenges, proving that true strength lay not just in lifting heavy, but in lifting oneself up. Dave continued to train, though with less intensity, well into his later years, embodying a philosophy of healthy aging and sustained vitality. He preached consistency, mindfulness, and the profound connection between the mind and body. His words resonated with a new generation seeking more than just aesthetics. They sought purpose, discipline, and a deeper meaning in their fitness journey. Dave Draper passed away in 2021 at the age of 79, leaving behind an indelible mark on the world of bodybuilding. He may not have collected multiple Mr. Olympia titles, but his legacy far transcends trophies. He represented an era of pure, unadulterated passion for the iron. He embodied the aesthetic ideal, the California dream, and the spirit of rebellion that defined the golden age. Beyond the muscle, beyond the movie roles, Dave Draper's enduring impact lies in his raw honesty, his deep philosophical insights, and his unwavering commitment to his own truth. He showed that bodybuilding wasn't just about winning contests. It was about building character, finding resilience, and ultimately, understanding oneself. The blonde bomber wasn't just a bodybuilder. He was a philosopher, a survivor, and an artist who, through sheer will and wisdom, carved out a truly unique and inspiring place in history.